of Bodhisattva. So wanted to benefit all mother sentient beings. That's the reason. Today you change your intention to going to listen and teaching for that reason. So this way of a Bodhisattva has 10 chapters. First chapter is talk about Bodhicitta benefits. The second chapter is the talk about confession, evil deeds. So I think we finished the first chapter, second chapter. Today we are in the third chapter. Third chapter, which one is, do you remember, third chapter?
We stopped at number 13.
Number 13, right?
Yes.
So we actually finished the number 13, yeah?
Yes.
So the chapter third is we're going to receive the Bodhicitta vow. And so far, mostly the section we talked is 7 branches. So then this third chapter is going to receive the Bodhicitta for acceptance of awakening mind. So going to accept a Bodhicitta. This has preparation and means taking the Bodhicitta's vow, and the conclusion, 3 different sections. So right now we are actually before the receiving Bodhicitta vow, it's called preparation level, and also the aspiration, and the prayer for, our body, speech, mind, benefit for all mother sentient beings. So now most these sections right now is talking about we are aspiration, prayer, whatever feature our life is benefit other beings, what their sentient beings need. So we are pray for, we are become for what other beings need. This aspiration is comes from the who has accomplishment Bodhicitta practice. So if we study this prayer, aspiration, contemplate, meditate, is very powerful. It's also we get blessing. And this section, right now, our ability, we cannot do this or this Bodhisattva's actions, but we have to create a karmic imprint. We have to habituate this aspiration. So this aspiration is come from who has realized, who has complete Bodhicitta practice. It's Shantideva. So we study this. That's the reason it's very powerful benefit for us. And of course, study, contemplate, meditation is very powerful. Even you just chant this prayer also have very powerful and benefit for us. We create accumulation merit and purify negative karma, and we are habitual at bodhicitta's practice. So Shakti Deva has already completed these aspirations. This all the Shakti Deva here, this teaching is come from Buddha. So if you're going to study, example, the Buddha's life stories, then he already done these aspirations, prayers, what he previous life, his aspirations, he benefit other beings, so many different ways. So Shakti Deva also recognized that, and that's the reason he put in this all prayer aspiration. Now we are in the number 13. So you have to recognize here, the main point is our body, speech, mind is no longer to belong to us. So our body, speech, mind is offering, giving to already all mother sentient beings. So that's the reason, long as benefit our body, speech, mind for others, is whatever other beings can need. So we pray for become, wish for, pray like what they need, help for them, to fair for their desires. So that is our aspiration, because as long as our body, speech, and mind no longer belong to us. That's why here, number 13 is actually we already taught, giving this body up, this body is give it to all mother sentient beings. So now, for the pleasure of all living beings, if someone can enjoy our body, speech, mind, so due to even this kind, by killing, abusing, and beating it, may they always do as they please. So whatever they need, please take, use like my body, speech, mind, share their, happy and joy. So that's the Bodhisattva's aspirations. The Shakti Deva not talking about supporting who abuse other beings, who killing other beings. But this is come from Bodhisattva's aspiration. And that's why you have to understanding what the main point is, cannot be misunderstood. Otherwise, also like the Shakti Deva, he really wishing people killing the beings, and also abusing and beating. So that is the worst things in the negative non-virtuous deeds. But Bodhisattvas, whatever negative deeds they take, and they're wishing their benefit for others. May they always do as they please. Then 14, verses 14, although they may play with my body and make it a source of jest and blame, because I have given it up to them, what is the use of holding it there? So our bodies belong to mother sentient beings, other beings. So not belong to us. If our bodies belong to other beings, then this life is useful. If this life is belong to us, then this life is actually causes of suffering. If this life is belong to other beings, then causes of happiness. That is the Bodhisattva does. So Bodhisattva's seeing is very, very far away, not just thinking about the temporary, today and tomorrow like that. They're seeing future lives. And we think it's like this body belong to us, it's independent and the causes of happiness. So it's belong to some others, it's causes of suffering, but that is for worldly people thinking. And then who practice bodhicitta, The who practice bodhicitta is actually opposite of the worldly thinking, worldly activity thinking. So that's the reason the who practice bodhicitta, they recognize this bodies belong to us, then it's causes of suffering because we have attached to this body and become fixation, grasping to our body, and then we create, no virtuous deeds and attach to our side and hatred to others. So it causes of created no virtuous deeds, then causes of suffering. Bodhicittas recognize this body is given to other beings, belong to others. Then no longer they are fixation to this body, grasping to this body, and then this body is become useful for benefit others. Then that is a cause for Buddhahood. So Bodhisattva is seeing, same is like you have a car or airplane, use that, fly or dive to where you have to go, have to use. So same like that, Bodhisattvas recognize this body have to use to benefit others. Then you can reach the Buddhahood. So if you don't use, then it's wasting. This body is become causes of suffering. The Bodhisattvas recognize it. That's why they wanted to use. And it's also coming here, other sections. So very hard to get this body. We think about the precious human body. So long as we get this body and we have to use for causes of Buddhahood, not for causes of samsara. If we follow this body used for causes of suffering, become not future life can get human being's body, not possible to attaining precious human body. So that's the reason Bodhisattvas recognize very hard to get this body. Long as you get this body, not wasting and use for benefit other beings. So that's why these bodies belong to other beings, although they may play with my body, whatever they want, they play with my body and make it is a source of jest and blame because I have given it up to them. What is the use of holding it there? So no use this word. We have to actually practice ourselves. Someone blame for us and someone, kind of play with us and someone beat us, so someone abuse us, we, recognize that is for purifying karma and the wishing them have happiness, causes of happiness, wishing them free from suffering. So that's we have to, usually think in our mind. Someone telling you with harsh words, bad things, or anything like harm to us, we just think, oh, whatever someone has harm for us, we think this body is belong to for others, no longer for belong to me. And then you are not really so much attached to yourself, so then you can release that other people's blamed words. You can release that and you can take that word and pray for benefit for them. So that's Bodhisattvas does. They practice that way. And so we have to know that way, when we get difficulty with other people, and so recognize, okay, this body is not belong to us. Why I'm going to take care of myself? This body it's okay for people blame whatever they do. So let go, and then also pray for them too. Then 15, verses 15. Therefore, I shall let them do anything to it that does not cause them any harm. And then anyone encounters me, may it never be meaningless for him. And the Bodhisattvas, see, so the mind is different than just ordinary beings. Like think about someone harmful us. Usually we doesn't like that person. We wish that person has cause and effect. So even we cannot like really do much, but sometimes mentally, oh, that cause he gets suffering. We wish that. Regular ordinary people. And the Bodhisattvas, if someone harmful Bodhisattva, the Bodhisattva wish they're free from the suffering, the causes of the suffering. They don't want to get the result. The wishing that's free from suffering, that's very powerful. So that's the reason, therefore I shall let them do anything to it. Whatever they like to do, is let them to do, not wishing them not create the causes of suffering. That does not cause them any harm. And then anyone encounter me, may it never be meaningless for him. So Bodhisattva's wishing is like even of course a positive connection, they have good result, but even negative connection with Bodhisattvas, they wish them have happy and free from their sufferings. So that's I think we already shared the story about the 5 disciples, Buddha's 5 disciples last time. So when they see the one meditator in the forest, so the many lifetimes they cared this person, and then the person has is Bodhisattva, so he strong aspiration for them, and take them liberation. So he promised. So that's the reason. Then the five people are endless suffering in samsara due to their karma. But then, actually, Buddha Shakyamuni, when he giving the teaching, is their first disciple because due to his aspiration. So that's where Bodhisattva does aspiration for benefit others. Then verses 16. If in those who encounter me are faithful or in angry thought arises, may that eternally become the source for feeling or the wish. The actually very similar meaning. Just I already talked about, shared the story about the 5 disciples. So Buddha previous life, he exactly did this aspiration. It's become complete aspiration. He liberated these 5 disciples. So if those who encounter me are faithful or angry, or thought arise, whatever positive, negative way, may that internally become the source for fulfilling all the wishes. So benefit for them. That's the Bodhisattva's wishing. Then verses 17. May all who say had things to me or cause me any other harm, and those who mock and insult me, have the fortune to fully awaken. Very strong aspiration. So someone says bad things to us. So also, or they cause me any their harms for us. Then also they say something like indirectly, or just using the body language signs, like telling others, like saying like something, pushing down others, or showing the other people's problems, and sharing something anywhere, many different ways, pushing other people down. So having the fortune to fully awaken, wishing them is become Buddha. So who doing for me this kind, intentionally, who going to like directly, indirectly humming to me, and I wish them is become Buddha. So that's Bodhisattva's aspirations. Then this next 18 is wishing this our body is material things for benefit other beings. So the main point is like we wishing us is material object, arise to material object for people what they need, for their mind, they share their desires, wishing their benefit. So that's aspiration. May I be protector for those without one. I guard for all travelers on the way. May I be a bridge, a boat, and a ship for all who wish to cross the water. This Bodhisattva's aspiration prayer. Some people who don't have protector, so Bodhisattva's wishing they are become protector for them who need a protector. So protector, with this so many different levels of protector means. Not only Dharma protector they're wishing, they're not the protector means like police or something like that. Of course, they're also protector, but just people, individual, different situations, they need different kind protectors. So when they are helpless, they who come and give a hand for them, that is called protector. And sometimes we do the release animals, so that time we have become protector for them. Someone who going to care animals, and then people go to buy the fish and release animals, that's also become we are protector, and they protect their life. Then many different ways you can protect her for other people. So someone suffering, you can help them free from their suffering, become your protector. Someone have due to ignorance, they don't know what is adopt, what is discard. You giving suggestions, teachings, and their understanding, then they follow that, what they need, you fear their wish, so you have become protector for them. And then of course, like some people like get difficulty and from the enemies or this thief, robber, or gang people, and become police comes, they are also actually become protector. So Bodhisattvas like wishing their what they need, other beings, protector. Then this highest level protector is Buddha. So Buddha only can protect us free from samsara. No one can protect from us free from samsara. So everyone can protect like temporarily, use that practice, and then one day we have become, practice is powerful, is more strong and strong, then we can protect many for beings. We can protect for all other sentient beings, the same as Buddha. So that's the reason this prayer is followed by individual level. Individual level we can use. Buddha can protect all mother sentient beings. But Bodhisattvas also, they can protect their own level, benefit more than just regular ordinary beings. Then regular ordinary beings also can protect other beings due to their capacity level. And their also capacity level is the mental capacity level. So mind generation have many different levels. This protection means Bodhisattvas, the prayer for we have become protector. So then a guard for all travelers on the way means like people who are on the way, sometimes they are so tired, they need someone help them. So this like example is a long time ago, ancient time. In the journey, the tireless is tired. The journey, the passenger, yeah, the people are very tired on the road. So that time, that's the reason the Shantideva aspiration, and especially during that time, we follow the story like before the Buddha's previous life, he wanted to get wish fulfilling giver in the ocean. So many people go in the ocean. Then there's very danger, very scared, and they feel very tired, and they're really wishing they have islands, something they can rest. So then Bodhisattvas recognize that they're wishing they are become island. And some people say in the ocean the boat is become they become into the broken, or boat has problems sinking into the water or ocean, and then Bodhisattvas become aspiration. They have become bridge, and they become boat again for them to benefit for them. So same like that. All is Bodhisattva's aspiration. So Shantideva's aspiration is still we need this, everything we need. It's actually when he did this aspiration, it's many years ago, changed already centuries. But this aspiration still we need a guide for all travelers on the way. So we need to guide all the travelers on the way. This time, so many travelers, people don't stay one place. So the Shantideva wishing there, safe travel, have good guide, good airplane, good, everything is like safety. So we needed that wishing, right? And then, so we wishing that, but the highest level wishing is everyone take on the guide, means like take to the path, which is a path. And this way of a Bodhisattva is a path to going to liberation. So that is like highest level path taking to liberation. Even with temporary traveler, also we need safety. We need a guide. So wishing that and become aspirations strong and strong, your abilities become graduate, and your abilities become graduate, your qualities more arise, and then you can benefit many other beings to guide for all travelers, take to the Buddhahood, travelers on the way. So may I be a bridge. Then without the bridge, so many beings are suffering. So the Bodhisattva said, I'm become bridge, a boat and the ships. For all who wish to cross the water, cross the water, cross the land. So people need this all the transportations. So Shanti Deva wishing and become transportation for benefit others. Sometimes this our car is also like Bodhisattva. So we live outside. Winter time, they didn't say I'm cold. We live in the 100 degrees, live outside. They didn't say I'm too hot. You drive hours, they never say I'm tired. See, the Bodhisattvas benefit for other beings like that way, okay? The wishing. So then Bodhisattvas wishing this, the, how to say, I just talked the transportations, no harming for any others. But these cars sometimes care us, accident. And airplane also can be crushed. But Bodhisattva and this transportations never harm for other beings, always benefit other beings. The difference is, then for all who wish to cross the water, so that's Bodhisattva's wishing. No, it's verses 19. May I be in island for those who seek one, and a jump for those despairing light. May I be a bed for all who wish to rest, and a slave for all who want a sleep. Then this I just already shared the same thing. Bodhisattvas become wishing their island, and the Bodhisattvas become, the light for them when they need light. If some people don't see the path and they need light, they become Bodhisattva aspiration. They say, I'm become light. May I be better for who wish to rest, who need to resting, and the Bodhisattva aspiration, they become bad for them. And then who needs to sleep, so then Bodhisattvas become sleep for them to serve for other beings. But then Bodhisattvas, whatever they does actions, no harm for others. They don't create causes of suffering because due to their wishes. Verses 20. May I be a wishing giver and the magic words, powerful mantra, and great medicine. May I become a wish-fulfilling tree and a cow of plenty for the world. So this is our Bodhisattva's aspiration. May I become wishing giver. So who need, help for other beings, like desire. Other beings all has different desires, wishing they fulfill their desires. The Bodhisattva said they are same as wishing fulfilling giver. Wishing givers help for other beings desire what they want. So Bodhisattva said, I'm same is become wish fulfilling giver. And the magic words. So magic words also same is the wish fulfilling giver, different kind, I think. So they also help for other beings, benefit others. Magic words is like something special things create inside there. So they'll bring the luck at your home and good fortune, magic wealth. So same is like I know sometimes we create the wealth, the inside there put so many different kind special object. So they bring the good fortune and the magic wealth. Powerful mantras. So then some mantras are very powerful, mantra can become your protector. Mantra can purify our karma. Mantra can, wishing your fear. What is you wishing that become result is arise? So think about Om Mani Padme Hum means like wishing like we are Om Mani Padme Hum means like purify our body, speech, mind, obscuration, and increasing our love, compassion, bodhicitta, and wisdom, or increasing purify karma. So that kind of like powerful mantras and great medicine. Some great medicine. So is release all the disease. Something like powerful nature medicine. So no harming any others. Is bring the also good luck and fortune. Same time, not going to get sick. As long as you have the medicine at your home. So that kind of, it's called great medicine. May I become a wish fulfilling tree. So this last two sentences is we have another universal. So when we chant the mandala offering, that time we talk about this 4 continents, right? Another continent has this tree. So this tree, like whatever you need, is always come from tree. Then you don't have to do anything. So you are enjoy. But problem is there's no dharma. That's why we know we seem to belong to other this universal continents. But there has a tree. I think it's the north has the continent has tree. So this tree shared people's desire, what they need. They are enjoy their lifetime. But they don't have a dharma. Then when they finish their karma, it's all going to the lower realms again. So that's why we don't wish to reborn there. Actually, their life is better than us because we have to work so hard. And long as you get in that continent, you don't have to do anything. All wishing is come from the tree. And the Bodhisattvas, the wishing is, they said, I'm become same is like that tree, benefit for others. And the cover of plenty for the world. So then another the continent, no Palangju is like west, has the cover. So the cow also same as the tree. So the cow has all this, whatever we need, it comes from the cow. They fed all this island or this continent beings, food for benefit for them. So Bodhisattva is wishing them. He said, I'm become same as that cow to benefit other beings. So anyway, we note the main point is wishing to reborn that continent. We are not talking about the tree and the cow reborn there, but same is their benefit. This tree really benefit, and this cow really benefit others. Bodhisattvas, same is like that, become benefit for others. Not we are aspiring to reborn to the cow, okay? We wanted to liberate. And if you can benefit others, then you can reborn to cow to benefit other beings. But you need that time need like kind of the level to benefit others, means capacity. Ordinary reborn become cow, they cannot much benefit other beings. Like capacity means at least first to me Bodhisattva level, absolute truth Bodhisattva. Then there has a capacity to benefit others, even they reborn to the cow, but the form body is cow, but mind is the Buddha. So they never suffering, stuck there. You know, the form is an animal. That's you have to know these prayers. We know we change them reborn to cow, okay? Cow is animal is lower realms. And there's so much ignorance and so much suffering. We change them free from suffering. All these cows, we change them reborn to the higher realms. They reach. So then, okay, 21. Verses 21. Just like space and the great elements, such as earth, may always support the life of all the boundless creatures. So the Bodhisattva's aspiration, they are same is to become space. Space hold all these sentient beings. Space benefit us. We can breathe, we can live, we can walk, we can do all this. Space provided all beings economically. Space didn't have buys. So Bodhisattvas say, I become same as space, benefit other beings, no buys. Then, and the great elements such as earth. So then Bodhisattva's aspiration, there's the same as earth. Earth, you can walk, you can drive the car, you can build your house, you can stay, you know, whatever you do, earth never upset. You can make dirty, you can make clean, earth never upset. Even you do clean, earth never is become attached to that. If you make really dirty, earth no hatred to that. The earth is free from attachment and aversion, anger. So you can do whatever you want, earth benefit you. So that's the reason Bodhisattva say, I am same as earth, benefit others, no bias. People blamed, say these bad things, like we already talked, they don't hatred to that person. And then, anyway, they benefit for them too, same as earth. So, then of course, like someone telling good things and praise to Bodhisattvas, they're not attached to that. The same as earth, earth no bias. So this all elements actually benefit other beings. Without these elements, these sentient beings cannot survive. So these elements benefit other beings, no bias, and economically benefit everyone. So Bodhisattvas wishing same is like that, to other benefit for others. May I always support the lives of all the boundless creatures, sentient beings, all sentient beings. Not talking about our family and the relatives, our neighbors, not talking about the same citizens, not talking about the human beings only. They're talking about all mother sentient beings. So these elements provide all sentient beings, same equally, benefit others. So Bodhisattvas wishing the same as these elements. Then verses 22. And until they pass away from pain, may I also be the source of life for all the realm of varied beings that reach unto the ends of space. Is it correct? Unto, right? Okay. And until they pass away from pain means like until this sentient beings free from suffering may also be the source of life, a benefit for other these beings. So that is this bodhisattvas, this aspiration. They have a different kind of aspiring bodhicittas does aspiration. They do different aspirations, and some point of aspiration is same as like shape-captain aspiration is together, all beings become together to enlightenment, take together, and some is like called Zuotao is another aspiration is the same as like someone who take care of the animals. So who take care of the animals all have to go first front of you. So you have to must be behind the animals. If you go first in front animals not going to follow you. So the sheep, goats, yaks, and whatever these animals. So you must be behind there, go with them behind. And this Bodhisattva, the same is that kind of aspiration. They say, until all these beings enlighten, I'm not going to enlightenment, going to benefit other beings. So that's all these Bodhisattvas. And until they pass away from pain, may also be the source of life. Source of life means benefit for them. For all the realm of varied beings, whatever they need, they reach unto the end of space. This aspiration actually is very powerful and so vast, but it cannot be actually completement. The reason is samsara is never end. Samsara is never end. That's the reason this Bodhisattva's benefit is never end. This Bodhisattva's compassion, love for other beings, they never ends. Samsara never ends means like individually we can end samsara, but generally samsara never ends. So individually end means if you practice way of Bodhisattva, listen and teaching, meditate, cultivate, you are free from samsara. You are end samsara. But generally, this so many mother sentient beings, endless sentient beings, this samsara is always there, never end. So actually, samsara is never end. That's the reason this wishes cannot be completement, but Bodhisattva's mind is same as space. So they are so courage. Bodhisattva means courage, yes, courage. San Chok Sempa means Sempa, Tibetan is called Sang means purify karma. Chok means they have good qualities already ripening. And Sempa means like their mind is courage to benefit others, no scared, no fears for benefiting other beings. So that's the reason they can do these aspirations. So that's all is preparation for bodhicitta aspiration. So now here is mean bodhicitta, essence of bodhicitta means you really receiving bodhicitta vow, taking bodhicitta vow, and become as I'm going to do benefit for others. So second, this is the become second section, and this chapter is follow the three different levels. First is preparation. Second is mean essence of the practice. Third is conclusion. So this chapter has these three sections. We finish the first section. So now we are in the second Second section is the mean practice. Just as the previous Sungatas give birth to in awakening mind, and just as they successively diverge in the Bodhisattva practices. So you know that these prayers, we always chant these prayers every day, actually. These prayers, all the different Yadam sadhana has, same as this one. So when you receive the Bodhisattva vows, all the teachers use this section, they're giving the Bodhisattva vow. So also, you know, taking care every day, Bodhisattva vow, maintaining, so we have to chant this prayer. And also you can take Bodhisattva vows from statues, tankas, and special objects. You chant these prayers and promise yourself. So first, good is like you take Bodhisattva vow from the teacher. Then after that, you can receive again and again all the time from the special object to chant these prayers. So when you chant these prayers, just as the previous Sungatas, means like all the previous Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. So before us, who took this aspiration before us, just as the previous Sungatas. Sungata means Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. Give birth to in awakening mind, then they take the Bodhisattva vow. You know, they receive the Bodhicitta vow. They arise to the Bodhicitta vow. So what they did, and just as they successfully delivered, so what they did, same is I'm going to do. So this first 23rd verses is aspiring Bodhicitta vow is receiving. So this is aspiring Bodhicitta prayer. Giving birth to waking mind, and just as they successively delivered, and then they follow the Buddha's sons in the Bodhisattva practice. What they told the Bodhicitta vow, they practice Bodhicitta, and they benefit other beings. Same is what they did. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do is aspiring Bodhicitta in the Bodhisattva practice. So this means I'm also going to do same is all these previous Buddhas, same is all these previous Bodhisattvas I'm going to do. So that's called aspiring Bodhicitta receive. Then 24th verses is engaging Bodhicitta. So likewise, for the sake of all that lives, do I give birth to an awakening mind? And likewise, shall I too successively follow the practices? So likewise, for the sake of all that lives, so we wishing benefit all these sentient beings, want to do that, wishing that, do I give birth to an awakening mind? So I'm going to receive Bodhicitta vow, and I follow this Bodhisattva's path. I follow Buddha's path, and likewise, shall I too, I'm going to do practice. So it's called engaging Bodhicitta. So now we say, I'm going to do, going to action, benefit other beings, successively follow the practices. So going to follow same is this Bodhisattvas, how they benefit others. Same is I'm going to do benefit others. So that's 23rd, 24th is receiving the bodhicitta vow. Is me essence bodhicitta practice. Then this 24 is conclusion. Conclusion is rejoicing. Rejoicing. Rejoice is the same is like just you know someone like example think about like if you have kids that the kids children is become graduate, parents is so happy and they're so successful. So same like that. Then we do the garage party or something, right? Create a party, big party. So they invite all these guests. Same like that. So now this we say we have become so successful this life. This life is become meaningful. So now we're going to invite all the Buddha and the Bodhisattvas, our guests, and all sentient beings, our guests, to rejoice. They are happy and joy for us. So then that has rejoice ourselves and rejoice other beings for us. The two different rejoice. So one is come from our own rejoice, another rejoice is come from other beings. So first one is like rejoice ourselves. In order to further increase it from now on, those with discernment who have lucidly seized in awakening mind in this way should highly press it in the following manner. So it's who really have intelligent person, you know, who has understanding this whole samsara situation. Understanding is kind of like sharp faculty, intelligent person. That person received the bodhicitta vow. So that's why it's in order to further increase it from now on, is those with discernment. So discernment means like who has a really high level understanding, who have lucidly seized it in waking mind, because they told the Bodhisattva vow. We told the Bodhisattva vow. That's the reason. And we're going to into the Bodhisattva's practice. So we are so courage, we are so special become, and we are so meaningful. We are really know how to do correctly things to do. So that's the reason we have to press it in the following manner. Press to ourselves, rejoice ourselves. That is the verses 26. Today my life has borne fruit, having well obtained this human existence. I have born in the family of Buddha, and now am one of Buddha's sons. So today my life has been fruit, born fruit, means today my life is useful because I give rise to bodhicitta. So we have to think about it. We are reborn in samsara many lifetimes. All these lifetimes is no useful, no meaningful, or it's become useless. So now this life is only meaningful starting today when bodhicitta arises, or we took the bodhicitta vow, so we have become meaningful life. That's the reason today my life has borne fruit. Its benefit is useful become. all other previous life is no useful. So all the other previous life is the causes of samsara. Starting today, my life is the causes of Buddha, causes of happiness. So all the previous life is thinking about our own benefit, and then we are endless suffering in samsara. So today, starting, I wanted to benefit for other beings. And then that's the reason my life is become useful. So that's the reason we have to rejoice ourselves. Having well obtained this human existence. So that's really, I get precious human body today. So I obtained so many human beings' body, but until today, all is no useful, no successful. So not only today, human existence, no, I today really get precious human body. I have been born in the family of Buddha, so now I'm part of a Buddha family. No more ordinary family. Ordinary family is causes of suffering. Buddha family is causes of happiness. Ordinary family is harming for ourselves, harming for other beings. Buddha family is benefit ourselves and benefit for other beings. So that's the reason we recognize, no, we are Buddha family, family of Buddha. And no, I'm one of Buddha's sons. So no, I'm starting, I am the Buddha's son, I'm Buddha's daughter. So I'm not ordinary person. So then you recognize that you have to know same time what our job to do, what Buddha family's job. So no more ordinary family. So we have to give up ordinary job. So now we have to take care of the Buddha and the Bodhisattva's job. So then the verses 27 is going to promise. Promise is I'm not going to broken my Buddha's family. So Buddha's family is unstained, stainless. So I'm not going to create something like, like unstained is like pure, or what is unstained means. I did maybe mistake their words. Unstained is pure, right? Purified. No any mistakes there, unstained.
Yeah, it's not dirty. There's no dirt on it.
No dirty. What is it called dirty is?
Stained is dirty. If you have stains, it's dirty. If there's no stains, it is unstained or clean.
See, stained is dirty, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then this, no, today, right? No, here it says, I'm not going to do the stains for Buddha family. I'm going to follow unstained Buddha's family. So that's what we're going to promise. Thus, whatever actions I do from now on must be in accord with the family. Never shall I disgrace or pollute this noble and unsaluted race. So that's whatever actions. Now we're going to do the action through our body, speech, mind. I do from now on. So action is bodhicitta action. Bodhicitta action is benefit for others, no harming for others. Must be in accord with the family. It's like same this all previous Buddha, Bodhisattvas does. Same is I'm going to do. Follow that way. Because I'm family of the Buddha. Never share or disgrace or polluted. So So that is with the promise, and never we're going to create problems. This family, you know, Buddha's family, share or disgrace or pollute. Thus, this noble and absolute rest. So Buddha's family is a noble family. What means noble family? Noble family means absolute rest, unstained. So noble family is unstained. It's all pure. Not create the causes of suffering, no harming for other beings. So it's pure benefit for other beings. Then it's rejoicing ourselves. So this is a treasure we found. Which kind of treasure we found? Starting today is the 28th. Just like a blind me, discovering you were in a heap of rubbish. Likewise, by same coincidence, in awakening mind has been born within me. So this is a coincidence. The reason is not easy to get bodhicitta arise to our mind. Not easy. Not easy to can receive this bodhicitta teaching and vows. The reason is because think about the samsara. So many sentient beings in samsara, so many countless beings. Who has these opportunities? Very, very few people, very, very few people. That's why Shantideva said, who can give rise to bodhicitta is treasure. Found the treasure. Same is this example. So example is just like a blind me. So some is blind, cannot see anything. Discovering a jewel in a heap of rubbish. So it's so much garbage somewhere. So the person, blind person under the garbage can find the treasure. It's not almost possible. So this, we are all sentient beings has ignorance. All these beings the same as a blind person. All sentient beings the same as a blind person. The samsara is heap of rubbish. Samsara is the same as the heap of rubbish. Rubbish, right? Rubbish. Is it correct? Yeah. Okay. Some say it's correct, but some say it's not correct. I don't know.
That's correct.
Hopefully.
It's heap of rubbish.
Heap of rubbish. Okay. So the samsara is the same as the heap of rubbish, and so much there, you know, emotions, ignorance, dirty. That's why that's examples. So they in their blind person find treasure. Treasure is the same as bodhicitta. Discovering a jewel is bodhicitta. So that is likewise by same is a coincidence. Not just easy to get, right? That is a coincidence to found. So we coincidentally have connect with the bodhicitta, receive bodhicitta teachings and practice. So that is become incredible as awakening mind has been born within me. So now we have that treasure with us. We found that treasure. And now we have to ourselves really rejoice ourselves. The reason is born the bodhicitta our mind Now we have ability to benefit for other beings. That's the reason we have to rejoice ourselves. That's verses 29. It is the supreme ambrosia that overcomes the sovereignty of death. It is the inexhaustible treasure that eliminates all poverty in the world. So, rejoice is this bodhicitta is same as the supreme ambrosia. It is the supreme ambrosia. Ambrosia is a special nectar. It's benefit the other beings. So the bodhicitta is the same as the supreme ambrosia. The bodhicitta can benefit for others. Long as bodhicitta arises our mind, we can benefit for others. So that's the reason supreme ambrosia. That overcome the sovereignty of death. See, this supreme ambrosia is help for free from death. Overcome the sovereignty of death. The bodhicitta really helps free from death. So bodhisattvas never die, actually. You think about it. This medicine helps free from death. Maybe only one life, like just stay longer life, this medicine. Then we say, oh, this medicine helps you free from death. But that's also actually temporary. But bodhicitta is more powerful than that. Bodhicitta really helps free from death. Bodhisattvas never die. So that's the reason when we take the bodhisattva vow, our promise is like until enlightenment. I'm going to receive bodhicitta vow means bodhicitta never die. So that is bodhicitta is free from death. So then it is the inexhaustible treasure. The bodhicitta is inexhaustible treasure. It is the inexhaustible treasure. Bodhicitta is really treasure. So bodhicitta benefit all the other thinking beings. You can have so many countless other beings. That eliminates all poverty in the world. So inexhaustible is a treasure, is example. Inexhaustible treasure helps many other poverty in the world beings. So who has poverty, this inexhaustible treasure help for them. So this all example is like ancient tradition. So that time many people, especially they just follow the family lineage. I told you the story. They go to in the ocean to get the wish fulfilling giver. So no more that wish fulfilling giver in the ocean. People cannot find this time. So long time ago, like they call good timing. This is a big generation time. It's already gone. The wish fulfilling giver in the oceans, I think. So good timing. That time has a wish fulfilling giver in the ocean. There's some people who has really knows that, and also have some good, has someone who has good accumulation merit. They can found that benefit many other beings. So that's the reason during that time, this example is perfect. So no, we cannot find these treasures, so we don't know the treasures how to benefit others. So anyway, something like inexhaustible treasure means like endless food. Think about like where is the poverty, no food. So endless food benefit for them. So kind of like that, food benefit others. But bodhicitta is more than that. Bodhicitta is same is inexhaustible treasure and help for many other sentient beings. So eliminate all poverty in the world means who are suffering in samsara. Bodhicitta helps who are suffering in samsara. So benefit for them. That's the reason, long as bodhicitta arises to our mind, we can benefit many other beings. The same is who has this inexhaustible treasure, then that person can help many poverty in the world. So long as bodhicitta arises our mind, and we can benefit many other beings. So that's the reason we have to rejoice ourselves. No, we have a power to benefit other beings. So recognize that. And then benefit for others. So now the verses 30. The same, this all the same following the, we have to rejoice ourselves. It is the spring medicine that cures the world's disease. It is the tree that shatters all beings. Wandering and tired on the path of conditioned existence. So it is the spring medicine. Bodhicitta is a spring medicine. So the spring medicine can help all this world is disease. It can recovering. Same as bodhicitta can benefit who are suffering in samsara, can help free from suffering. So medicine, the spring medicine only just helps recovering the illness. The bodhicitta is more than powerful than that because recovering all sentient beings suffering. That's what reason is bodhicitta is the same as the medicine. Then it is the tree that shatters all beings. The bodhicitta is the same as the tree. What the tree does means wandering and tired on the path of conditioned existence. Someone on the road. So this is I have to think about like in India a long time ago. They don't have cars like this passenger, this transportations. So everyone is walk on the path. They also carry all these luggages, their own bag, and the weather is so hot. So long path is no water, no short shelter or shadows. So too hot, very tired. They really need something protection. So Shantideva recognized that they're suffering, and that's the reason he said, "This is to say, it is the tree. He wished to become tree that shatters all beings, wandering and tired on the path of a conditioned existence." So I wanted to help these people. Not only these people, all these mother sentient beings, they need this shelter because they are wandering and tired means they are tired in samsara. So this actually has, each one has beautiful, positive meaning and opposite meanings. The opposite or direct meaning and opposite, many different ways you have to understand the meaning. The example together me point teaching two. So wandering and tired on the path means this sentient beings so tired in samsara because endless suffering. It's due to heat. Due to heat. Heat is the same as emotion. Due to the emotion, endless suffering in this being's samsara. So the tree had to cool down the heat. Means like become, Dharma only can release this emotion. So tree is the same as the Dharma. Heat is like, it's the same as the emotions. So all these mother sentient beings has emotion. That's the reason so much suffering in samsara. So then Shanti Deva, aspiration, prayer, I benefited for them giving Dharma to remove their suffering, remove the emotions, then they are free from samsara. So the main point aspiration is that. Then same time he followed like passengers on the road because sun is too hot, weather is too hot, there's no any place to rest, no any cold down place. So he's become tree and have a shadow and a cold and the passenger can resting in there, free from heat. So he wishing all these beings free from samsara, the main point is because they are suffering in samsara, endless suffering in samsara. Then 31. It is the universal bridge that leads to freedom from unhappy state of birth. It is the dawning moon of the mind that dispels the torment of disturbing conceptions. So the bodhicitta is the same as a universal bridge. Everyone can cross in the bridge. Same as like bodhicitta is lead all sentient beings take to the Buddhahood. So main point is here is without the bodhicitta, not possible to become enlightenment. So bodhicitta is the same as a bridge. And you wanted to go to other side and cross the river, we need a bridge, we need a boat. So bodhicitta is the same as a bridge, bodhicitta is the same as this boat. That leads to freedom from unhappy state of birth. So bodhicitta can lead to free from unhappy state of from samsara, free from the birth. If we are free from the birth, then we are free from old age, we are free from sickness, we are free from death. So who can help free from this suffering? It's only bodhicitta. So bodhicitta can lead free from unhappy state of birth. It is the dawning moon of the mind. Bodhicitta is the same as the moon. So bodhicitta arises our mind, then our heat emotion is released. That's why it's the same as the moon. Moon is cooled down, calm down, cooled down, cooled down. Moon is actually antidote to the heat. So moon is arise our mind means like bodhicitta arise our mind, then free our, free our emotions, free from our emotions. Emotions heat, dawning or moon of the mind, that disperse the torment of disturbing conceptions. So bodhicitta is appear to our mind, means like arise bodhicitta our mind, then that bodhicitta disperse the torment of disturbing conceptions. Torment to the suffering is despair, free from suffering. So the moon is an example. Moon cordon is antidote to heat. Bodhicitta is antidote to emotion. Emotion is the same as heat. Verses 32. It is the great sun that finally removes the nasty ignorance of the world. It is the quintessential butter, I think.
Quintessential
butter from the churning of the milk of Dharma. So the bodhicitta is an example, is the same as the sun. So sun helps free from darkness. The bodhicitta helps remove our ignorance. All these thinking beings has ignorance. They don't know which is the right path. What we have to do, we don't know, because due to ignorance. The long as bodhicitta arise our mind, our ignorance is dispelled. Why bodhicitta not arise to our mind? Because due to ignorance. Ignorance is obstacle to bodhicitta. Long as bodhicitta arise, then remove the obstacle. Same is the sun. Sun arise, then remove all this darkness. So sun is antidote to the dark. Without the sun, we cannot see. So same is without bodhicitta, we cannot find right path. Long as we have emotion, this ignorance, we are same is no eye, blind. We don't know which is the right path. So the bodhicitta arise, remove our ignorance. So same is the sun arise. That's the reason it is the great sun that finally removes the nasty ignorance of the world. So the nasty ignorance of the world means that all sentient beings has this ignorance. Ignorance is more powerful than darkness. Bodhicitta is more powerful than sun, actually. Sun shines like some beings is blind again. They don't see. So sun is like not really benefit all these beings to seeing. But bodhicitta helps benefit every sentient being. Then this dark is more powerful than ignorance. Because this dark is like only, due to the follow the different kind of beings. We human beings don't see without the sun, but some beings without the sun, they can see clearly. So the ignoring is more strong than darkness, because ignoring long as ignoring is create the blind or don't see the right truth is all the sentient beings, not only just human beings, not only just some other beings. That's the reason I say wandering in the, sorry about went to the wrong direction. The nasty ignorance of the world means everyone, all the beings. Ignorance gives the suffering, everyone, all the beings. Long as there is ignorance, every being is suffering in samsara. So then who can really release that ignorance? Bodhisattva can release ignorance. That's the reason Bodhisattva is the same as the sun, more powerful than sun. It is the quintessential butter from the channeling of the milk of Dharma. So, no, the essence is this Bodhisattva's essence of Dharma. So same is the butter. Where does the butter come from? Butter is come from milk. So you have to check, like talking about from the churning of the milk of Dharma means. So the milk essence is the butter, or the Dharma teachings essence is Bodhisattva. The main point is Bodhisattva is essence of the Dharma. So Dharma is antidote to the emotions. That's the reason the Bodhisattva is the powerful, highest level antidote to the emotions. So then 33, for all those guests traveling on the path of conditioned existence, who wish to experience the bounties of happiness, this will satisfy them with joy and actually place them in supreme bliss. So this is a very beautiful poetry. It's a very special, actually. The meaning is there inside there. It's not easy to explain. So for all those guests traveling on the path of conditioned existence, all these sentient beings is guests traveling on the path. Where is this all sentient beings guests traveling on the path? It's a samsara guest. We are samsara guests. So we are traveling samsara, reborn to cyclic existence, different realms. Sometimes we reborn to God's realm, galactic gods, human beings, animal realms, all the lower realms, everywhere, because we are guests. We are samsara guests. For all those guests traveling on the path of conditional existence, followed by conditional existence. So who wish to experience the bounties of happiness. These all sentient beings want happiness, but create causes of suffering. Chasing happiness, creating causes of suffering. That's all the samsara guest does that. So we always wish to experience the happiness, boundaries of happiness. We wanting happiness. But we get stuck in samsara. So now, who can really help for us, our wish, experience boundaries of happiness, and also these will satisfy them with joy and actually place them in supreme bliss. Only Bodhicitta can help us to free from samsara, and we wishing experience the bounty of happiness. It comes from Bodhicitta. And also, this will satisfy them with joy. Like satisfied joy is like permanent joy. It comes from Bodhicitta. And actually place them in supreme bliss, means like supreme bliss, perfect bliss, free from samsara, free from suffering. It comes from Bodhicitta. So Bodhicitta can take us to the nirvana, free from samsara, and the Bodhicitta can liberate us. So that's actually samsaric beings don't understand, don't recognize. We always want happiness, but we can create causes of suffering. That's the reason Shakti Deva said, for all those guests traveling on the path, is where all these samsaric beings, gas, 6 realms gas. On the path is like we go to different realms path. Because due to the condition and due to the karma, and these 6 realms, it come from karma. So who create the karma? We are create the karma through our body, speech, mind. Then this we create the karma. Where is karma is come from? Karma is come from emotion. So then this emotion appearance is 6 realms. Anger, perceptions, herons, ignorance, perception is animals. Stingy, perception is a hungry ghost. Pride, perception is jealous god realm. Pride, the jealousy perception is jealous god. Attachment perception is human beings. So that's the reason we are stuck in samsara. We create the samsara ourselves. That's the reason we are in the gas in the samsara. No practice bodhicitta. So bodhicitta is the only can give us free from samsara. So also we can see satisfy ourselves. We can benefit, satisfy other beings. Also bodhicitta. We can enjoy ourselves. We can help for other people joy. Also bodhicitta. We can be happy. Other people can be happy. Also use the bodhicitta, benefit bodhicitta. Bodhicitta can benefit everyone happy and joy. So that's the reason all this quality is come from bodhicitta. So that's all is rejoice ourselves. So now we have to recognize ourselves. We have a bodhicitta's vows, teaching, and so that's the reason we are become son of a Buddha, daughter of a Buddha, and we are family of a Buddha. So now we have to follow the Buddha's path, and the Buddha's path is benefit for other beings. So benefit for other beings, that is same as the medicine. Medicine recover the illness. This bodhicitta recovers our free from suffering. So now we have that bodhicitta, not easy to get, we got, not easy to find, we found. So recognize we are very lucky, and we have to recognize this life is become useful, or the previous life is not useful, or it's meaningless. So now we recognize this life is useful. And that's the reason we have to rejoice ourselves. Long as we have bodhicitta, can benefit other beings. Bodhicitta is the same as all these treasure things. So we have that, so now we can benefit others. Without bodhicitta, cannot benefit any other beings. Long as you have bodhicitta, you can benefit others. So now we have a bodhicitta, we can benefit ourselves, we can benefit other beings. And then, so that part all is like become rejoice ourselves, recognize bodhicitta's benefit. We have to recognize bodhicitta's power of bodhicitta. Okay, so we leave there today. And then tomorrow we can continue 34. It's also the change in the section here. So now we're going to chant the prayer, dedication prayer. Mary Jane, can you share that prayer, the dedication usually we do? Thank you. Emma oi ngonzara sanje namwa daye daye sujobo tuje jembo dang yonde semban de jendo nam lai sanje sansen ba min ko ji ko de je ngonzara ba de me ba ye de wa jin ye sa ve yen gang de da yen de ne sen bi jur ma da je wa yin je bar ma ju bar Tere jine nande yandong yo nege dage mola tabande soje sanje sansen danje ji emen robara zinje lapte so tiya da benzande ya awa mode na ye zuai sanjo semjo rembo je ma ji banam ji joro je Ji ba nyam ba me ba yang gong ne gong den pe wa re yo. So nam de ye dam je zi ba nye dom na nye be zhang nam bam ze de. Ji ga nan je ba lan zhu ba ye zi ben so len zhou wa re yo. Yang pa ra pa we je da ran chen ba dan ge ne zang bo de yan de yin de. Te da gen je ji se da lo jen ge wan de da dam je ra de mo shi zai gen ze gen jin chi je je dem de ne la wan de ji gong ba ren jen bar je dem ba sin de bar che do de zang gong ben zin jo je. Thanks everyone. See you 7 o'clock.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
See you later.
Have a good day.
Good day.
Bye bye.
Bye everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.